today professors like starting out, like I just said, like high 60s, early 70s for tenure track. And then full professors, it really depends how long that you've been here, because the generation that came before me, they're making about 140, 150. So it's kind of like in that range. But the previous generation, which is say the baby boomer generation, that was having a lot of growth and are at a higher salary. It's like you're doing the same work, but a group is getting paid more than you because the fact that they were hired earlier than you. So I wish to say it's like an equitable system at the CSU, but it's not. But other universities have equitable systems, so it just depends. Yeah. Of course, I think my college, of course prepared me to be a Chicano Studies professor, because the class that changed my world at Berkeley in my first semester, Intro to Chicano Culture 100, I teach. I've been teaching for 25 years here at CSUN. And that class, I love it. And to me, it's like a full circle moment, that like that class that changed my life. Now I have the opportunity, like right now with first-time freshmen, to hopefully change their lives, to get them thinking about what to do with their lives and how ethnic studies and Chicano studies is important in our college education. And you can double major, right? You could be a sociology major and a double major with Chicano studies or poli-sci, right? So I feel like everything that I've done, like Berkeley gave me, like I knew my commitment was to ethnic studies, and I've continued that throughout. So it's my passion for social justice and education and uplifting my community that began when I was at Berkeley, and it's continued today in my work at CSUN. I feel like type A personalities are really sort of difficult of like looking back and taking in what they accomplished, because I'm always like, what's next, And that's like a bad trait, I think, because it doesn't also let you just see the work that you've done. But like right now, I've just opened the exhibition at the Peterson, which is my 4th lowrider exhibition. I'm working on another exhibition here at CSUN that will open up in January 2025 called Bajitas y Suavecitas, and it's all women artists interpreting lowrider culture. And I have about 15 women artists in that show, or women identified artists. And then the long-term project that'll coming up in about 2026, will be a lowrider exhibition that will travel, will open at American History in the Smithsonian, and it'll be a traveling photo exhibition. So I think for me is like the research that I've began sort of when I was an undergrad and graduate of trying to make sense of lowrider culture. It's something that's continued to today, because I started doing this research around 1998. Okay, one of the tips that goes back to what I said earlier about following your gut and intuition is that you find your path somewhere. And I'm sorry that I'm getting dramatic here, but I'm excited. So you find your path in life, and you just know this is what you need to do. And when you've locked into that path, opportunities come into your way. So I think it's a way of the universe telling you that you're on your right path and bringing new projects, new communities into your world. So when I think about my ambitions or projects, I mean, I never like sat here and planned, this is what I want to do. And I'm here, right, in this community. I think the only thing that I think happened last year, like last summer, I was like thinking of 2023, like I was like, wow, I wish I could do another exhibit at the Peterson. I think there's more to say about lowriding, because our last show was 2017. And then I also was thinking about, there's so many women lowriders and artists, like it would be great to have a show. And I kid you not, like 2 months later, the art director from the main galleries here at CSUN reached out to me and said, do you have an idea about a show? Yes, I do. And then what happened? I got the email from the Peterson, hey, we're doing a show. Do you want to come on board? I'm like, yes. So it was one of those things where I had these ideas for projects, but I didn't have venues, and then the universe brought them to me. And I think that, again, that goes back to like your path and that you have something to say. And also, again, like when you do work that is making an impact and people notice and mean something to a variety of people, from the community to the museums, like projects come to you.